Hi everybody, Rochelle here. I just wanted to make a little video to share with you all. I first want to say I do not like how I'm looking on this video. I think it's just because I've been out in the sun so much, I almost don't recognize myself. But with golf and riding my motorcycle and everything, that's how it goes. As you can see, I've got on the Goddess Maxi, and this time I wore the Goddess hair. I really like it. I got a lot of compliments on the dress. Even stopped by the fabric store, was getting all kind of compliments. So what can I say? So what was I at the fabric store doing? I had no business in there, but I'm working now and I just don't have time to go in Joann's as much as I do. I work in a kind of upscale salon boutique, so I guess I've been getting my shop on there. As you can see, jewelry, and don't you just love this ring? I wonder if it's in focus. Yep, I could poke somebody in the eye good with that one, couldn't I? No, I'm not going to be violent. Okay, but anyway, so what have I been doing? I've been doing quite a bit of sewing. Sewing for golf, because you know I got to get my dress on while I'm at golf. I don't have my latest skirts in here, but I do have some scraps of the fabric. I made a golf skirt out of this and just wore it with a white blouse. You know, the Argyle is very golf. And this is a piece of fabric that had been lurking around for several years, so I figured I'd go on and make it. And this is, both of these are like a stretch twill or something. As far as color, they look really fantastic from the front, but from the back, there's so much stretch in these. Am I pulling this right? Okay, let me get this the right way. There is so much stretch in these that they get seriously butt sprung. Hey, and I'm sorry about that background noise. It just cut off, but I'm sitting right under the vent for one of the vents for the air conditioner. I think it's about 89 degrees outside, and I've got to go out there and redo some potted plants. I'm dreading that. Of course, I'll be leaving the Goddess hair and the Goddess clothing in the house. What I picked up at Joann's today, there's 50% off of clearance. I like to do that. And for some reason, this fabric was just calling my name. I love it. It's going to be a knit dress, not a maxi. I've made so many maxis even this season. I'm starting to feel a little guilty about the super easy projects I'm doing, and I kind of feel badly about it. I don't know why, because I and everybody else knows I got skills and I could do some more difficult things, but in this heat I just want to be comfortable. So this is a 58-inch wide, let me see if it's two-way or four-way. Oh, it's a four-way stretch. So I'm going to drop this in the wash and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I also dragged another piece of fabric out of my stash, and this is going to be a dress, not a maxi also. I think I bought this last year and got it off of the clearance table too. And it's a knit. So that's going to be fun. Right now I'm sort of leaning towards one of these becoming this pattern. Can you see that? It's Butterick 5749. So you'll probably see one of those fabrics out of this pattern. So stay tuned for that. Another fabric I want to work with, I found this fabric at Walmart. Don't tell my husband. He has forbid me to shop at Walmart because they're not union. And okay, well, I was going in there to look for something else, and I just happened to make my way over to the fabric, and I found this. And I really like this. This is like a charmeuse fabric, and I want to make a dress out of it. And I also stopped in the Pennies yesterday because there was a pair of shoes in there that I thought would go really well with this fabric. And the shoe was at first on clearance for $30, and I was being cheap and I wouldn't buy it. And then I went back in there yesterday and it was marked at $14, and I'm thinking, oh, I can get it for $14. Well, when I got up to the checkout, here's the shoe. This shoe rang up, tax and all, for like $4.27. How could I say no? And it's their brand, Worthington. And man, do I love a keen toe pump like this. But $4 and 27 cents, how could I say no? Well, I couldn't, and that's why it's here. But now that I've got it and I held it up to the fabric, it's not as great a match as I thought it would be. But for $4, I'm going to pretend it's a perfect match, and I'm going to wear it anyway. So other than that, let me see. The only thing I might have going on is, actually, I might have to go a couple weeks with no sewing because I've decided I want to redo my bedroom. And so I want to paint it, rip up the carpet, get a new bedroom suit. And for the location of the bedrooms in the house, I'm really going to have to take all the stuff out of that bedroom and put them in here in my sewing room. So that will also be a reason for me to not drag my heels about it and to go on and get it over with as fast as I can so I can get that stuff back in there, and then I can get back in here doing what I do. And then I also I'm looking at myself on the camera now, and the camera looks like it's kind of askew. Well, it is because it was dead. The battery was dead. I didn't feel like dragging out an extension cord to put it on the tripod. So it's actually sitting on the ironing board. And I guess I could like twist my, nah, never mind. You all understand. We're all sewers. We just do what we got to do. And then I just wanted to show everybody my early birthday gift for my husband. He knows I'm getting it, but he doesn't know I have it yet. And he is paying me the money for it. Ta-da! I got a new camera. I got a Nikon D3200 with tons of lenses, flashes. I also got the, I don't know, automatic, what is it called? I'm having another brain fart. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. But of course, the learning curve on this thing is like this high. So my pictures will get better in the future, but they're not going to get better right away because I don't have the first idea of how to do it. But I just wanted some better pictures for my blog, and no other reason than that. So with that said, I just wanted to stop. Oh, and I did make one more maxi. Hold on one second. Okay. I made this making this maxi. It's the same one I have on. This is a fabric that I've had in my stash for a while. It sort of looks like that ruffle fabric if they didn't cut the ruffles apart. And this is about 1/2 inch width. I don't know how well you can see that or if it's focusing or anything. But anyway, I made it because I did want a black maxi. This fabric is very weighty, but it has great recovery. And I didn't have enough to cut my bodice. So I put a seam, the bodice front, and I wanted to cut it horizontally as opposed to vertically. So I did some rotating of the dart, rotated it to the center, did some gathering right here, or ruching as we're calling it right now. And I don't love it. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to deal with that. I've kind of picked some of it loose. Might try to do a little something different with it. Or I might just finish it up and wear it like this and pretend I love it. I do like it. I just don't love the very center front of it, but that's it. Okay, so that's all for right now. I am going to go and throw my fabric in the wash because I like to wash my fabric as soon as I get it home so that once it goes in my fabric closet, which is right there, when I put it in the fabric closet, if I'm not using it right away, when I do finally pull it out, it's ready to go. All right? So I hope you all enjoy this video, enjoyed visiting with me for a moment, because of course I enjoy visiting with you all. Hey, drop me a line, send me some love, and happy sewing. Goodbye.